So, by the way, so I read in that story, like I said, that Cliff sent about this manhunt.net owner, the liberal Republican, Crutchley, right? And I read into Manhunt. Apparently, it is gigantic in the gay community.
Manhunt.
I had no idea. So I had to do further research on manhunt.net. Okay. I didn't actually go to the site. Okay. But so I went and looked into it. It's got nearly 1 million subscribers.
Subscribers, people who pay money.
Yeah, just like us, $10 a month. Okay, $10 a month from 1 million dudes.
That's like $500,000 a month.
Yeah, it's more than that. But now, by the way, it doesn't add up because their revenue per month is in the ballpark of like $2.4 million.
Losers, they probably can't even run the site.
And by the way, you know what it is? It's largely pictures of dudes' penises. Okay, you get in there, and then so there was a very long article in Out magazine about it. And the writer admitted that he was addicted to this site as well, and apparently everybody he knew in the gay community was addicted to the site. And why were they addicted to the site? Because it's not like porn for straight guys, and it's not porn. It's to hook up with people. It's to find other gay guys in your area, right? For straight people, all we can do is look. And there's those mythical sites where you can actually hook up with women. Right. We had a male porn star in here once, and he told me all about it. I checked it out. Doesn't really work. Okay, just word to the wise. When you get on there and you I think you enter your address, but I'm not even sure. They're like, here are the men literally in your 1 mile square area, right? And then you go to their profile, and 9 out of 10 times it's a dude's penis. Mm-hmm. Okay, because that's what guys are interested in. Gay guys are interested in, right? So they're like, okay, not bad, not interesting. Oh, okay, that's the one that winner.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, and so I came up with a couple of conclusions having looked at this for a long time. And here's number one. There's a lot of gay dudes in the country. Okay, I know that sounds comical, but until you get a sense of how, until you get into the weeds, if you will, you don't get a sense of the enormity of it. Because I'm reading the article, and they're saying, look, you can go to any town. He's like, here, pick a town. He tells the reporter, one of the guys who runs the site, says, pick any town in America, and I'll find you not just a gay guy, but a guy who's a Manhunt subscriber in that town, any town, okay? And he picks like a random town in North Dakota, 23-year-old male dude with the penis, okay? And they could do this all night long, all day long. And the guy who wrote the article, he's like, look, I lived in a city. I was surrounded, right? And that's why I can go to the one guy and then the next and the next and the next. And so then as I'm reading that, I'm thinking, oh, damn it, gay guys have it so good. Okay, why? Because that guy, all he has to do is go on this one website, and he's going to have guaranteed sex probably within the hour.
Yeah, if you work out, keep yourself fit, keep yourself up.
Yeah.
And that part of your life is good. The other part about wouldn't it be great to be gay, the other part's not so good because of people like Larry Craig and David Vitter.
No, I understand that. Obviously, it has some downsides.
Fred Phelps.
But I think two things. Let me finish up the point about how big it is. 30% of the guys, all right, 30% of the guys on Manhunt are married. Not
30%?
Yeah, not married in Massachusetts or now California. Married to women. Okay, 30%. And so it's not just Larry Craig. There are so many people out there, and every once in a while, I know some people, I think, dude, he's married and stuff, but he'll, right? And it turns out, yeah, probably.
Well,
yeah. No, because the thing is, like, no one thinks, oh, yeah, my husband's gay, and he's on manhunt.net showing his penis to dudes, right?
Right.
Nobody thinks that. But some husbands are. In fact, 300,000 husbands are, right?
Right.
And that's just on one website, right? Then I get
it doesn't say anything about guys who are those married or straight, or profess to be straight.
Married.
Married. So then there are obviously other guys who are, have girlfriends.
Oh, yeah, of course. Right, exactly. They're claiming to be straight. And this website and the Internet itself, by the way, allows more guys to be closeted. It's very ironic. I'm telling you, this article was fascinating because they say in 1993, 2% of gay men had their first sexual encounter with another man having met him online. okay, from people who they met
When
online.
was this?
1993, okay?
Well, I'm surprised it's even that many in 1993.
In 2003,
It's 200%.
61% of gay men had their first encounter, male-on-male encounter with someone they met online. Okay, 61%. So what it's done is it's destroyed gay bars in a lot of places because people don't have to go to gay bars. They just go to the web and they're like, okay, here's a dude. Boom, we're done.
Right.
And of course, it's dude on dude. So they're like, hey, you want to have sex? Yeah. You too? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they go. They're done. And every time I read these stories, I get jealous, right? you know me. Right?
You do, definitely.
And I think, man, if this was how women were.
If we could go online and guaranteed meet a woman that night and pick from them.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a little repartee going here with 4 or 5 women. I'm going to pick Cynthia.
Yeah, we'd never leave the computer except for meeting those women in your place or her place.
Right,
Okay.
and then when you come back home afterwards, then you can watch TV.
Right, and by the way, and that's what's happening with the gay community. And so here's my final 2 points on it.
Once again, the real problem is women. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no, it is. It's true. Well, of course, now people could view it otherwise, but it goes to the nature of men. Okay, this is the core of men. If they can, they would have sex endlessly with different people, always with different people.
That's the key.
Right. So why did John Edwards cheat on his wife? It's the oldest thing in the book. Because he could. She threw herself at him, right? And would he have cheated on his wife with other people? Probably, if they had thrown themselves at him as much.
Right, if he'd had to
And
pursue it himself, then maybe not.
And a lot of times your husband or your boyfriend doesn't cheat on you. Why? Because there aren't chicks throwing themselves at him. And I tell you what, the people...
that should make you feel better tonight.
No, look, I'm keeping it real.
If your husband's faithful, it's just because he's unattractive.
If he's getting things thrown at him and he's faithful, you should build a statue to him.